All right, everybody. Hey, it's DennymanJazz coming to you live from Ball Studios. Hey, we got a very special guest in studio today. Hey, I'd like to thank you all for checking out my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe this. Hey, we want to say thank you to all the people that have been going to SoundCloud. We're up to 150,000 plays on SoundCloud. Go to soundcloud.com/Jonarch. Check us out. You can listen there for absolutely free. Hey, I got a very special guest here in the studio.
150K, woohoo!
That's right. It's Mr. Big Time. It's Howard Kessler himself. Hey, Howard, how you doing,
Good,
buddy?
man. What's happening?
Hey, nice
Good
to
to
see
finally
you.
be here. I got an adult beverage just so we can set the mood. The lighting is nice. Denny's been saying you got to come check out Ball Studios. So, I'm here balling in Ball Studios.
He's balling in Ball Studios. Hey, so this is a big deal for us right here in Ball Studios today. This is probably one of the biggest record guys I've ever had here inAll Studios. So it's quite an honor to have you here, everybody. Now, this is Howard Kessler, HK. He has his own nationally syndicated radio show. Howard Kessler in the mix, HK in the mix. Make sure you check it out. Is that still on? That's like 94.9 every Saturday.
It's on all over the country, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, from New York to Cali. It's called In the Mix with HK. If you want more info, just go to hkonthedecks.com. DennymanJazz. What the hell is up?
So check that out. But we're going to get to your radio show in a minute. First, we got to start. We got to rewind a little bit. We got to go back a little bit. So who is Howard Kessler? So first of all, no, he's not the Howard Kessler that started like Kessler Financial and stole everybody's money. That's a different dude.
The credit card guy.
That's a different dude.
Not me.
And he's not the Howard Kessler that's like a fire commissioner in the state of California. You're not that guy.
Not me. Did you Google me before this interview?
This is the Howard Kessler, big-time radio executive back in the 70s and 80s. Big time, man.
Small correction. Record, not radio.
Record.
I've been in radio and records my whole life.
I said record,
but
bro.
I think you're talking about the records before the radio.
Records before the radio. Yeah. So, first of all, Tommy Boy Records, executive.
Yep. Tommy Boy Records.
Queen Latifah. Hey, shout out to the Queen. We love the Queen.
Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, House of Pain, Coolio, Digital Underground, De La Soul,
Information Society.
RuPaul. What up, Ru?
RuPaul. 808 State.
808 State.
Huh?
Nice.
I'm all over it.
Cold Cut.
So this guy's been involved with 5 nominated or Grammy Award winning projects. This guy's been involved in 50 gold and platinum
records and Grammy Award winning projects.
Time.
You know what that means? That just means I am older than shit. I'm a fossil. I'm older than dirt. You see, when you get to say you've done that much, that just means you're older than everybody else.
So everybody knows this guy. So this guy did the MTV videos, the dancing videos, right?
No.
Produced it.
MTV Party to Go.
MTV Party to Go videos.
The MTV Party to Go compilation albums.
The greatest selling of all time, right?
Biggest selling, yes. The biggest selling dance album the biggest selling dance compilation albums of all time ever in the history of the music business. They're up to volume 50 now, but if you check out volumes 1 through 6, you'll see my name on there, produced, mixed, edited by me. I did the first 6, and then I left the company to form my own company. So
this guy's big time.
But they're still going. So
tell us about it. So tell us about,
and actually,
you lived it. You lived the thing. In the 70s, in the 80s, you're like this big time record producer dude, man.
No, I wasn't around in the 70s and the 80s.
You weren't around in the 70s and 80s.
That was all in the 90s.
That was all in the 90s. Okay, so this guy's forming pop culture and managing all these acts.
I'm old, but I ain't that old.
But so at the same time, though, you're a DJ.
Yeah.
So you DJs, and then you, at the same time, you're in the boardroom and shit, right? You're telling everybody what to do. What's that? You're DJing and making music, dealing with all, and then you're in the boardroom, man. What's up?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, I'm a classic Type A personality, so just love to do everything, and anything that I want to do, I want to try and do it better than everyone else. So I'm obsessed with knowing how to do things. So I started out in the club spinning in New York and in New Jersey.
Now, what year was that?
That was a long time ago.
So you're a Jersey kid.
And yeah. Jersey kid, born and
Dates
raised.
will not be disclosed.
John Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. We can talk about the records in the '90s.
Right.
Started out in the clubs before that, and while I was in the clubs, my love of music took me in so many directions. I was spinning in the clubs, but I wanted to become a producer and a remixer. So then I built 2 recording studios and learned the whole studio business. And through working in the clubs and the recording studios, I of course got to know everyone in the New York record business, and then that's how the record career took off. And even before the record career, I was in the radio business. I mean, literally, I went to school for broadcasting. So as soon as I got out of college, I immediately jumped into New York radio, and there was I was part of the original programming team that launched WKTU in New York, the biggest dance radio station in the country. And then after that, I was part of the team that started a small station called WXRK, K-Rock, with this guy Howard Stern.
Right on.
And
on.
and that was a
Howard
very fun chapter in my life too. Lots of stories. DennymanJazz.
How we know I know Howard, and how we know Howard and Marie. But we got to go back to, so before all this happened, you went to college.
Right.
And where'd you go to school again?
West Virginia.
West Virginia, and that's when you met Marie, correct?
That's where I met my lovely wife Marie. Was in West Virginia. She's off camera right now.
She's off camera. Marie's off camera.
She is the love of my life.
She's watching Howard just in case he says something wrong.
Right. You know, like any good wife, she's ready to pull the chain just in case maybe the wrong thing comes out of my mouth. She keeps me in check. She keeps me looking half decent, and she is the air that I breathe. We have been together since college.
So she's been by your side this whole time.
She's been on this crazy ride with me, okay?
That's right.
I mean, this whole musical journey, I mean, my whole entire life is in the record and radio business, and that woman has put up with my shit all these years.
That's amazing. So she's the light of your life, right?
Oh, she.
And it's weird because I've known Marie for less than a year, and she's the light of my life as well. So I mean, so it's amazing. So
she has that magical effect on people.
So, anyways, Howard and Marie came to our last show. Hey, we want to say thanks to Jonard's Nation, and everybody came to the last show at the Rogers Muni, the Halloween show. Howard and Marie came. Howard came up and introduced the Jonards to start the second set.
We might have to do that again because you got another show coming up.
Everybody danced the whole time. We got another show coming up. I announced it on my last post, November 30th, Friday, the Jonards holiday party. Everybody's invited. Hope you're going to make it. But one thing that happened after that show, the next time I saw Marie, is she actually said, hey, man, she said, hey, Denny, the Jonards rock. You guys are awesome. And you know what? That felt great, right? Because, hey, Marie tells it like it is, doesn't she? She doesn't pull any punches. She don't pull. If Marie don't like it, she's gonna tell you, right?
That's right. That's
so,
right. Isn't that true, honey?
So Howard, Marie, I mean, like you're interviewing everybody. We're flipping the script on Howard today. He's getting interviewed by DennymanJazz, but usually Howard's interviewing everybody. So it's like you interview like Demi Lovato, like Ariana Grande, like who's some of the last. I mean, you did the Super Bowl gig, so when the Super Bowl was in town, who do they call it? Howard Kessler. He was the MC at the Super Bowl gig.
That was very exciting. Got to MC and perform as part of Super Question. Just in recent weeks, I interviewed Max. I interviewed Blue October. I interviewed, just to show you the broad spectrum, interviewed NF, interviewed Noah Cyrus, Bryce Vine.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
This guy can get backstage, man. I'm telling you what. I'm going to be at Kiss. We got great tickets to Kiss. And then Howard's going to get me backstage to Kiss, right? That's what I'm working. I'm working that angle right now. So you get to meet everybody. You get to meet out. How do you stay cool when you're talking to these big stars? I mean, how do you... I mean, you're Howard Kessler, but hey, man. I mean, how do you just stay on the interview and get them to answer? How do you do it?
Well, first of all, to Denny's point, this is very unusual. We are totally flipping the script because every week I'm interviewing all of the stars on the charts, and I'm not the one that's usually being interviewed.
That's right.
I am the interviewer.
Down to the
so this is weird.
In Ball Studios.
This is
right
weird.
now.
Just sitting over here instead of sitting over there, and
it's on the couch, baby.
And
it's kind of like psychoanalysis, man. You were talking to Denny, man.
Oh,
we're gonna get.
Wait a second. Wait, let me my legs up, man.
We're gonna get to all that stuff about how you know DennymanJazz in a little bit.
Okay, well, let's get to the deep issues of my childhood.
How do you just? To me, when I look at you, I admire you. I'm like, this guy just goes for it. This guy goes for what he wants. But how do you do that? How do you find the energy? How do you go? I'm starting over again, and it's gonna work.
How do you do that?
How do you do it?
You have to be batshit crazy,
right?
And just have a balls to the wall mentality. I'm serious. I'm not kidding.
Right.
If I let the logical part of my brain think rationally, I'd be too afraid to try anything. So you've got to just say, fuck it. This is what I'm gonna do.
That's right.
But here's the
Fuck
best
it
part.
all, let's dance.
But here's the best part. When I woke up in the middle of the night and turned to Marie and said that, regarding starting the radio show.
It was in the middle of the night, right? Marie?
Yeah, starting
Marie
the radio
saying
show.
It was in the middle of the night. Okay.
But okay, her response was beautiful, and that only comes through years of marriage and knowing one another so well. Her response when I said that was, "Okay, honey, I love you. Whatever you want to do, go right ahead." Now, if I had rolled over in the middle of the night and said that 20 years earlier, she probably would have said, "Okay, what are you smoking?" Okay, but she's seen me through the years. She's seen me pull off all of these crazy ideas.
That's right.
And our syndicated radio show, which by the way is #1 in every single market it airs. Very proud of that. Thank you very much.
That's right. 10 o'clock, 94.9, Saturday night. Check it out. People out there that have dreams, have ideas. And that's what I try to do. I try to live my life like Howard, man. I'm doing my own music. I'm putting my own stuff out. This YouTube channel, this is all original. And I'm just going for it because I'm trying to be like Howard, man. But Howard's mentoring me. Howard's helping me out. And I appreciate that, Howard. And
my pleasure.
Hey, we got, this will be the 15th song on Joe Nard's 25. We got 10 more songs coming. I'm going to take Howard into the booth here for a minute. We're going to get Howard in the booth. Now, I normally don't let people sit in the cockpit in Ball Studios, but this is Howard Kessler, so I'm going to get him in there. He's probably going to remix one of my tunes or something, knowing Howard, but that's fine. And then that'll
be... Don't get me near the faders. Don't get me near the faders.
And that'll be coming.
Because that'll happen. I'm just going to start moving things.
So you come here in 1998, you buy the house in Grove, you start your own radio show, you just keep the whole thing going. Somebody big comes into town, Howard's talking to him, does the Super Bowl gig, and this whole time you meet Denny and Lisa Ball, and you start hanging out with us. It probably is my hot wife, is what it is, but it is. But we have a great time. So we have a great time. We go out with Howard. Howard can tell a story. There's several stories here that we just can't say on camera, can we, Howard? We can't disclose names. We can't disclose.
I have to check out the expiration dates on the NDAs.
But this is Howard Kessler. Hey, man. I'm going to take Howard into the booth. I'm going to show him some of that. We're going to get Howard a little bit more. We're going to see what else he has to say. But hey, man,
right there.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by Ball Studios. And Marie, who's in the back. Hi, Marie. She's back there, too. So, hey, we got more songs coming at you next week. Make sure you go to www.soundcloud.com. Check out the Joe Nards, / the Joe Nards.
/
Hey, on my
Nards.
Facebook page, on the Joe Nards Facebook page, I'm going to be posting a link to Howard's radio show. Make sure you go to the Joe Nards on Facebook. Click on that link. Go check out Howard's radio show. Hey, thank you so much. This was such a big honor having you here in Ball Studios,
it was an honor
everybody.
To be here.
And what are you in Ball Studios? Rock. What in Ball Studios?
In Ball Studios?
Yeah.
We're balling in Ball Studios.
We're balling in Ball Studios, everybody. I knew it was something like that. But all right, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.